Hey everybody, it's Lavender Rose. I hope everybody's doing well. So this is the quilt. What I'm doing is I'm taking painter's tape and I'm laying it down there and I'm stitching on both sides of it. So it's making like a little nice lines there. And my fingers are already sore, so I don't know how well I'm going to last on this, but we're going to keep at it. I've got it on the frame. Way down there. Okay, so I thought this would go in my craft room. Guess what? It's too big for the craft room. So I wound up putting it in the living room. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, so I've got to take it down every evening and put it back in my room and then drag it out every time I want to use it. Is that a nuisance? Yes. Is it doable? Yes, it is. This is my quilting thread. I thought it was going to be a white because it said ivory, and I thought, okay, that's white. No, it's more of a yellow type thing. But it looks really good because I've already started on it, as you can see, and it's blending in really good with it, so that's fine. Not a problem. But I did get the big, huge roll because I figure it's quilting thread. And so, anyway, my thimbles. Oh my gosh, my fingers are hurting. This one, you put it on there, and then to get your needle through, you take, well, we'll pretend like that's a needle, and you push it with this little thing here. If you have fingernails, this is really good for somebody like that. If you got fingernails, and you take and you push it, push your needle on through, so it works really well. My problem is when I'm sewing, I go down through there and I hit my finger. So a lot of times I will try to put something under there, but this one I think is my favorite. This one is so cool. Got this off of eBay, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, this has where you can push your needle in on either side. I like that, but I like it more for whenever I'm going in and out. Whenever I go to pull it and it don't want to pull, you got this leather. You put your needle towards the leather, and you can pull it right on out. So that works very, very well. And if you need to push it a little bit, you can push it too. So my idea was to run them all this way and possibly run it this way. That way it would look like a lattice type thing, but I'm telling you, I don't know if my hands can hold up or not. So what might happen is it all going to just run this way, and that's it. Will it hold it together? Maybe. I don't know. I would like to do the lattice work thing because I think that would be really, it would look really cool, and it would have little small squares there, and should hold together really good. And I'm probably going to do that. I'm not sure my hands can hold up, but you know what? I'm going to give it the old heave-ho try. All right, the quilting stand. This is what I've got, and this is what I bought. It's pretty good. My only problem was it was only 90 inches long. That's as long as it could go, and that means from the end of your thing, not any sticking over. My quilt is 96 inches. So, therefore, I had to make a little piece under here to add on to extend it. When this come, I thought, how in the world are they going to ship out, that big a piece? Well, what it is I can show you on here. This is instruction. I put it together by myself. It wasn't that bad. But here's your piece. To get it long enough, they have two pieces that they put together, and that makes your length. What I did was, since it wasn't long enough, I come in here and I added another piece in between here and extended it out to where it's long enough for my quilt. As you can see, it sticks over, and down there, same thing. So that's what I did. This, I think they should have had the bolts in little bags labeled. They didn't. It was all in one bag. You figure it out. It wasn't that bad. I didn't have a problem with it. But it was just, I don't know. It may have took me an hour to put it all together, and it may have been a little longer than that. I don't know. It wasn't too long, though. So anyway, this is working very well. Like I said, I've got to take it down. And the only thing you got when you take it down is the end pieces and the two pieces that your quilt is on. So, you know, and it can be stored in your bedroom and then back out when you need it, when you want to work on it. So this is what it looks like, the stand. Because I know everybody's going to want to know, and you can tilt it. I like that. Mine's tilted. I like it tilted like that. I heard a car come in, but I didn't because I don't really even get in or not. Anyway, so yeah, I've got mine tilted like that, and it has this thing where you can adjust it on that side. And on this side, actually, you can do it on both sides. So you can have it flat, like she's got it, or you can have that. It says it sets up to a full queen. I know I added a little bit more to mine, so maybe my queen's bigger, because it was 80... Mine was 84 by 80, 84 by 96, I think, by the time I got done with it. And so, or you can tilt it, which I think's awesome. So this is pretty good. It's not one of the really, really nice ones that has the little scroll things that you tighten it with, you know, and can tighten it up. I'm sure that's much easier. This, you have to pull these out, these here, roll it, stick it back in the thing. It's a little harder that way because as far as getting it tight or whatever, it may be a little bit harder. I don't know. But it's working, and it's working fine. So, I just want to show you my quilt frame, what I'm using. Like I said, I want to come back in here and go across there and stitch across, and that would be like a lattice work, and I think that would be absolutely pretty. Before I move on, I probably should go ahead and start the lattice work the other way, which would make sense, because you've got this whole strip here that would not have anything holding it, and it says it can be up within about 8 inches of the batting that you can stitch that far away, about 8 inches, but I don't know. I'm thinking that would be a better idea. And I may just do that. Go ahead and do my lattice work. As you see, I went up here and I've left my threads. I've wrapped around my pins. I've left my threads because that's as far as I could reach until I roll it up some more. And these you just lift off the tapes, move it on, and keep going. So it's actually very nice. It works really, really well. People, this is going to take me a while. I'm only human. I'm not a machine. So they're not going to be perfect, and it's not going to be that fast. But it will get done. And it will be pretty when I get it done. That's the main thing. And it will be usable. Mine's going to be usable. It's not going to lay in the closet summers like a lot of people do. Mine's going to be usable. I will be using it all the time. So I'm thinking that extra stitching in here would be a good idea. Because that gives you like if you do one here, the 2 rows here, and the 2 rows here, that leaves only a small area to worry about. So I think that'll work out perfect. Just wanted to catch you up. As you can see, it is huge. I mean, from this end here, all the way down there. And like I said, I was going to put it in my craft room. I couldn't even get it in there. I mean, I could, but you couldn't get around. You couldn't do nothing. So it was just like a little bit craziness going on. So I said, okay, because here I've got to put it up. When the grandkids come, this can't be out. The little fingers getting all over it, and plus messing with stuff that they don't need to be, like pins, needles, stuff like that. So anyway, I'll just have to take it down at night, and the days they're not here or whatever, I can bring it out and work all day on it, and then put it back at night. So it's okay. But, so there's what I've got done so far. See, this just peels right off. So see, isn't that nice? I know my stitches aren't perfect, but like I said, I'm a human. I'm not a machine. But that's, it's going to be that width. And I like that. That works really well. But you can pull these up and you can reuse them. And I'm going to put some this away so you know what I'm talking about. And I think I'm going to go ahead and, while I'm here in this area, I think I'm going to go ahead and I'll run these here, and then I'll run my cross pieces up that way to make a cute little lattice work. And I think that'll be fine because you can see I've got the one side and I haven't got the other there. I am using 2 threads. I am not using the quilting needle. I'm using a bigger one. It's just easier for me to use. The quilting needles, I have actually stuck those in my fingers.